Good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a room tour video. Recently I've done a big reshuffle with the game room. A lot of stuff has kind of gone into storage, so it's been chucked up in the loft. And I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I need to give away to somebody because I caught him in the supermarket one day and we're talking, and he was talking about how he wanted to try and do something different with his channel. He's got a fairly big channel actually. He's got his channel's more on his job, which is hoof trimming. So he works on a farm and he does hoof trimming with cows and things like that. And I met him in the supermarket one day and we were just chatting, and he was saying how he enjoyed the videos because he loves gaming and everything like that. He's got a massive passion for it, and he wants to start doing something with that hobby, and he really wanted to maybe kind of branch out into that and get away from his job, YouTube kind of thing. So we get chatting about that, and I told him I had loads of stuff. I was clearing out the game room. I said I've got a couple of consoles for him, a couple of games. If he ever wanted to start doing his passion kind of project on his channel, then I've got him sorted to get him started. So hopefully I can pass on that collecting bug to him, and hopefully he gets stuck into that. Like I said, he's got a big channel. He works on a farm, hoof trimming cows. So obviously a lot of his audience go to the channel for that, but hopefully he can branch out a little bit and get into something that he's passionate about other than his job. I know he's passionate about his job. I think he's got like 60,000 subscribers or something like that, but hopefully he can make something of his passion and his hobby, and we'll jump straight into the game room tour. Cheers. So here is the game room tour. But starting with this stuff down here, so this is the stuff that I'm going to be giving to Craig. There's a couple of consoles in there, a couple of games. I'll post a link to his channel, sorry, so if you want to go and give him support on this new little venture he's doing, you'll see exactly what I'm passing on to him. Unfortunately as well, this big Buster sword that my niece made for a Comic Con one year, I've got no space for it anymore in the game room, which is gutting because I think it's absolutely brilliant, and she made it all by herself. I need to find somewhere for it. I don't know where it's going. I'm going to keep hold of it just now though, probably put it up in the loft at the moment. But we'll jump straight into the game room tour. So straight off we'll go over here to the left as we come in. Just got some little bits and bobs. So we've got a wee ocarina, a PS2 Street Fighter controller, Duke Nukem bust from Duke Nukem Forever, a bit sun faded, but I got that in a nice bundle. Got some Vita stuff in there, not much Vita stuff. The PlayStation mug, Crash Bandicoot mug, and then some hip flasks and a bunch of different handhelds in here. This one here especially from Kevin Wilford. He made this one up for me, which is absolutely brilliant. Game Boy Advance backlit, like all the gubbins and everything. Absolutely love that wee thing. Got a wee Spawn picture here, came from Mark Geordie Slasher. Again, you'll hear his name probably tons and tons in this video. A couple of stickers, Retro Ghetto and Roller Core from Eddie and Callum on the side of our wee CRTV. On top of the TV we've got the big Alien from Independence Day, and then the Hollywood Commodore 64 pack, which I was playing recently. Rambo, solid, bloody all those old games are solid. A little Sonic from the, was it Honeybee? Mrs. Roger Retro, passed that along to us, which is lovely. And then up here we've got the newest kind of project that I was working on. Comics on this kind of wee bit of wall, which I think one day will change to magazines once I get enough. We've got this one here, Anthem. Like, I really wanted to like that game, but apparently it's absolutely horrible. But I remember back in the day watching the release trailer for it. It just looked absolutely amazing, but kind of fell by the wayside. A lot of people didn't like it. This is the magazine wall that we're working on at the moment. So tons of magazines here. A lot of shout outs to a lot of different people that have contributed to it. So we got Feed Me Chicken. One time I asked them, I think it was for this one here, because it had Metal Gear Solid in the front. And I was like, oh yeah, Metal Gear, I'll take that off you, no bother. But then he passed on like tons and tons of different Games Master magazines, all because they had Metal Gear somewhere on it at some point. Like even if it was just a little bit, like this one here, like just a wee bit of Metal Gear Solid there. And again, Metal Gear Solid there. He passed on all his kind of Metal Gear Solid ones, which was absolutely brilliant. Sega Saturn lad, amazing. Always watch his Swap Shop whenever he's on, for sure. And I always grab a couple of magazines off of him. So we've got, this one's a cracker. This one here is brilliant. And then Borderlands 2, which is, I've said before, one of the best sequels ever made in my opinion. It's absolutely brilliant. And then two most recent ones from Ross Bahaha, to Nintendo, a Nintendo magazine, and then a Edge magazine, which I think this one is right up James's street from Retro Import Gamer. He loves pink and everything like that, so that's how we nod to him. Over here on this wall we've got a couple of boxed Turtles from the Michael Bay movie, a wee Dead Rising figure, I'm not sure, I think he came with a special edition. This came from Nerdy Geezer Out. It's a, what do you call it, Streets of Rage kind of hack homebrew with Rick from Splatterhouse in it. Played it a couple of times, it's super easy because Rick is just OP, and it's pretty cool. Little Fortnite figure there as well. Over here we've got just some framed stuff, so a Golden Sun poster, a Tekken Street Fighter that my big brother drew for me, it's lovely. We've got the Commodore 64 from Mr. Retrobait, and then he sent me this as well, not quite recently. Lovely little zip stick, I think they're called. And then Final Fantasy 12, I had a couple of copies of that, so I thought I'd put it in a frame, because Final Fantasy 12 is brilliant. I love Final Fantasy 12, it's a great game. Down here we've got my foldaway chair, Jay's foldaway chair from when he was wee, a little ladybug one. A couple of posters there. And then the game's finished this year, so there's a few games there. I think I'm on to 55 games. A lot of the games, some of the games are digital, but a lot of the physical ones are all here. Shout out to Dad and Lads, he gave us Odyssey. Odyssey's a fantastic game. It's bloody long though, it's a really long game, but I loved it. Down here, sorry, we've got the NES and the Master System set up as well. Over here on this shelf, got all our PS2, so I've done a lot of like reshuffling. There's boxes and boxes up in the loft now, just with games that I didn't feel I wanted to have like here, because there's just not much space. So there's a lot of PS2 up in the loft now as well. A lot of PS2 down here as well. Loads of little Infinity figures, which I think are really cool. We've got more over behind me, I'll show you that in a wee minute. And then we've got a bookshelf of books, which is unheard of, but that's cool. Loads of different game guides, art books, yeah, stuff like that. Over here we've got pickups, so that's the pickups for this month. These ones here are doubles, so these ones are for trade at some point. We've got Mrs. birthday present, because her birthday's coming up, hidden in there. I guess Splatoon, there's a sneak peek of pickups. I found that Splatoon splatter gun thing for a tenner in a charity shop, so I picked that up. It's pretty cool. I don't know where I'm going to put it though. Could be trade fodder for someone. Over here we've got the NECA boxes. Recently I got a couple of months ago I got a nice wee bundle of NECA figures. I got The Thing, Robocop and Uncharted, and then I got this Contra from James, Games on Birdroom's Secret Santa. So whoever my Secret Santa was, thank you very much for that. I've got them out of the box, but I'll show you that in a wee minute. A couple of wee toys over here. Sonic Racing Transformed, a wee Halo, and then a broken Ecto 1 with a screwdriver sticking out it. A wee bendy keyring. Lilac Wars Starwing thing from Starlink. And then WrestleMania VHS's. I seen somebody else pick that up recently, and I think it was Retro Ram. I think he picked that up quite recently. Over here, just a wee selection of Commodore 64 games. And then a whole bunch of the PS1 down here. But again, like I said, there's a lot more games I've got, but they're all in storage now because they're all kind of like sports games, racing games that I'm not interested in. I do like racing games, but some of them just went into the loft just to create some more space. Behind here we've got a couple of GameCube games. The ones that I kind of want to keep out and play. A couple of Master System games. that is all my NES games. So there's none up in the loft of them. Whole bunch of PSP. Down here, a couple of Saturn games, a couple of Japanese Saturn games, and some Repro Saturn games. And then here, DS and 3DS. And so down here, underneath the pickups, we've got 2 tins. The Bioshock tin is full of loose carts and stuff like that. And the Halo tin there is got like arts and crafts things like scissors and pens and glue sticks and all that. We'll go over to this wall here. So over here we've got the Totaku, is that what they're called? Totaku figures. So these were getting given away in Game before Game kind of shut up shop and moved to Sports Direct. And they were going for like a pound or something like that. A penny, I wish. So I just grabbed them all. A couple ones that I really like, the Wipeout ones, they're brilliant. And then down here I've got a couple more Box Turtles Nickelodeon ones, so we've got Leo the Knight. And then Donnie the Wizard. And then back here, like I don't think Scott Sega Saturn really understands how much I love that. I absolutely love that poster. It's amazing. I love Borderlands 2. It's a fantastic game. But one day I'm going to take it out the frame and I'm going to get it ironed, take the creases out it. That's a pride and joy, pride of place. I love it. Love that poster. Now we've got some Mega Drive games lined up along the wall. Again, a whole bunch of Mega Drive games went up into the loft. Just because I wasn't playing them, but I can tell exactly where these ones came from. So, Hyperstone Heist came from Geordie Slasher. Rocket Knight Adventures I got in a second-hand shop. Superman, Death and Return Superman from Geordie Slasher. Ghosts and Ghouls came from Ryan's shop, my pal Ryan, and so did Cheeky Boys. Truxton came from Ross Bahaha. Castlevania came from Mark, Geordie Slasher. NBA Jam Sonic Spinball came from Roger Retro Gamer, and then Dynamite Heady came from my Mrs. Pal's fiance. Aye, brilliant games there. Over here we've got the Kinect and the wee Luigi on top. Cuphead plush, which came from 2 years ago Secret Santa. Again, from 2 years ago Secret Santa. Thank you very much for that. An Ender Dragon, which Cuphead's riding on. A wee Pokemon, I can never remember his name. I'm sure Martin, the Geek Master, he always corrects me and tells me the name of that Pokemon, but I just can never remember. Final Fantasy 7 3D printed sign with a GIB84 gaming sign. They came from Gavin Liddell. I'm sure I've got his name right this time. Every time I do a room tour, I always forget his name, but I'm sure it was Gavin Liddell from Facebook. It was Retro Ghetto who put us onto him ages ago in one of his videos, and I reached out to him asking if he could make them, and he made them 2 wee crackers for me. I love them. Down here, the main kind of gaming TV. Oh my god, don't look at me. So we've got the Gears of War 360, which is that's kind of era I love playing at the moment is 7th gen, and tons of different toys down here. Again, a bunch of these came from Geordie Slasher. Like the Venom there, that Venom came from Geordie Slasher, I'm sure. What else? Spawn, tons. But I love these little Disney Infinity, especially the Marvel ones. I really love the the Hulkbuster and the Hulk, brilliant. A couple of Cuphead, Jurassic Park, Crash Bandicoot back there, loads of different toys. The Last Story, that's the game I'm kind of starting to play today. I've just started playing it today actually. Got the black Wii there that I got from a work pal, Ainsley. She passed that on to me, which is absolutely brilliant. I swapped it out for the white one because I just think the black one's lovely. And down here, the consoles that are hooked up, the Xbox, PS3 and the Dreamcast. The Xbox and the Dreamcast, I don't actually play that much to be honest. But the PS3, 360 and Wii, they're constantly on. Down here's a bunch of DVDs that I've been picking up recently. Loads of different kind of things, just things that I want to have. Nothing like amazing, but they're cool to me. A couple of Xbox games, again all my Xbox stuff's in a box in the loft. Just the kind of ones that are kind of cool and I wanted to keep out. And then that wee NES thing here, a wee clone system thing. So it's just an HD NES for convenience, and that was gifted by Geordie Slasher as well. And then it's a wee book, a wee ring binder full of like, I don't know what they are, they're like little discs. I don't really know what to do with them, but it's only there just to hide the wires, because that's where all the plugs are. Oh, getting old. Then over here, let's switch this off just now, is we're playing a PS2, Saturn, 64, and that's the wee Mega Drive that I won from Sega Zombies channel, and I play that a lot. That's where I was playing Fireshark recently on. It's just hooks up to the big telly, just play it on there. It's a brilliant little machine. Got some pot noodle, no, not pot noodles, super noodles and pasta sauce. The PS5 box back there, the box for that wee NES system's there as well, and then a big God of War picture, Spider-Man canvas. Up on top here, we've got my very first standee, so that came from Retro Ghetto. We've got a wee Majora's Mask paperweight kind of thing, PlayStation Lite, Mario, a Flimbo's Quest. It was the first game I can ever remember playing. I can't play it at the moment because I don't have an Amstrad, but I got it off eBay for a really nice price. A couple of CDs that I picked up recently, the Matrix soundtrack and Top Gun soundtrack. This Sonic and Robotnik, Sonic and Eggman, sorry, was only £7 because Robotnik's legs are broken. So I picked it up for £7. I thought, I can't argue with that. Then back here we've got the games that I play most, like that. Again, like I said, 7th generation is my jam. I love 7th generation games. So we've got all the way along here the Wii games. I do pick up quite a few Wii games. Some of them I kind of like throw away. What do you call it? Shovelware. But there's a lot that I've been picking up recently and trading things in to get, like The Last Story and Muramasa up there behind the Hulk. Yeah, there's still some cracking games on the Wii. There's a lot of shovelware, but there's some cracking games. Some toys as well. Got a Dragon Ball, a Hulk, Wolverine, Sabretooth. The Wolverine and Sabretooth were from our childhood, and the Hulk and the Dragon Ball, I don't really know. I don't know where the Hulk came from. The Dragon Ball I got really cheap in a cash generator. I don't know much about Dragon Ball, but I think he's pretty cool looking, and he was cheap. Down here, 360 games, and we've got some more toys here. Obviously that's the Contra, and there's the other Contra there. I want to say their names are Bill and Bob, but they're probably not. But they are the ones I got from Secret Santa. The Cyberpunk I got from Callum, my big brother, for my birthday. And then we've got Martian Manhunter. That Henry Cavill Superman is lovely. Lovely big statue. They both came from Geordie Slasher. And then we've got The Thing, Uncharted and Robocop. Got a few Funko Pops down here. This one here is absolutely brilliant, and it's Michael Scott from The Office when he burnt his foot on a George Foreman. Oh, The Office is what a programme. It's so good, man. A couple of Funko Pops here as well. Again, the two Captain Supreme, I think his name is. Captain Supreme, sorry. Taskmaster came from my big brother. We've got Dog Meat back there from Fallout, and the Power Armour, they came from Scott, Glory Hunter. And then we've got a Baymax and a Cyclops. Again, that Cyclops came from our childhood. Two Spawns down here from Geordie Slasher again. A big Raphael, Starscream. I'm sure Super Jim Tyndall has that as well. It's a really cheap thing. Let me see if I can get it out actually. It's a really cheap thing. It doesn't even transform really. But he's ace, but he's hollow. It's a very cheap toy, but you need to have a Starscream in your game room. I need to get a, I really want to get an Optimus Prime. I don't have an Optimus Prime yet. Back there, we've got Dante's Inferno. I can't even focus on it. That came from Geordie Slasher. And Michelangelo. More toys down here. Got Bumblebee, Kyle from King of Fighters, Donatello, the Samurai Batman, Triple H from Jordy Slasher again, and I can never remember that bloody transfer, Decepticon, Skywarp I think it was, can't remember. And yeah, over here is where we play the Saturn 64 PS2 on this TV. Over here a couple of wee posters. Zelda Twilight Princess, nope, not Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Metal Gear, and Solid Snake, for God's sake man, Venom Snake, and Quiet. Behind the door, just some more bits and bobs. We've got a Mario t-shirt, Monster Hunter poster, Super Mario poster. We've got a load of different lanyards here from like things from work, like Senior Open, Race for Life and things like that, Kilt Walk, and Hulkamania bandana. Behind the door we've got the Lifetime hack. I'm sure everybody's got this, first seen it on Retro Bear, I'm sure it was. It's just a shoe rack for all your kind of controllers. I've stuck in all these bloody light guns as well. I don't even have a light gun game for the Master System, so that's probably going to go at some point, to be honest. But yeah, and some posters on the back of the door, and a bin, a little Premier bag bin. Then up in the ceiling we've got Welcome to the Madhouse, Joker, a Pokemon trading card poster, and over here a Gran Turismo 5 poster, yep. And that's it. That is the game room. It seems like there's so much stuff that I've kind of put away in storage or moved on, or yeah, given away to like some people, because I just need to have a bit more space. And as you can see, this room is absolutely tiny, like tiny. That's the size of the floor. Look, that's like 2 steps and I'm out the room. It's tiny, but you've got to make use of what you can. And I'm quite happy with what we've got at the moment. Oh sorry, did I show you that Transformers board game? Absolutely brilliant, that artwork is stunning. There is more stuff downstairs. All my PS5, PS4, Xbox One stuff is all downstairs. In fact, actually I'll just jump through to Jay's room, just show you what he's got in there. Jay's room's got a couple of toys, games as well. We've got the Wii U collection in here, a Pokemon book set, and then the Switch collection. Loads of different Pokemon stuff. A Bendy, Fortnite, very much the kids' kind of room these days. FIFA 10, he's bloody obsessed with FIFA at the moment. He's there's like 5 different FIFAs installed on my PS4 at the moment. Whole bunch of PS1 stuff here that I'm putting up in the loft. It's just like I said, like racers and sports titles that need to go up in the loft. Over here we've got his little Mario Nightlight, Stranger Things clock, a cool big Kylo Ren figure. Krieg from Borderlands. Like I said, Borderlands is a fantastic game. Jay loves it as well. Minecraft Lite. Over here's his Pokemon box. So I got that box out of game before they shut down. It was just like a trading card box that they were throwing out. So I managed to grab it and stuff it full of all of Jay's kind of Pokemon stuff. Loads of stuff in there. And then he's got 360 back here and the Wii U. But to be honest with you, this TV's never on his little Prime collection. Like he loves it. I don't even know why he's got all that, to be honest with you. I've not bought my Prime in his life. It's his mum that buys it all. And then up here, just some more little bits of crap. The Fortnite bus, another PlayStation Lite, Lego, Minion, all that sort of kiddie stuff. But anyway, that was the Game Room Tour, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers.